Welcome, everyone, to episode 48 of the Over the Line podcast on the Degenerate Sports Network. We do appreciate you guys tuning in. We had our March Madness bracket episode last week. Just a quick check-in. The bracket is doing terrible.
Oh,
It
God.
is-
My
aren't
bracket is
cooking.
somehow worse than
We
than our
aren't.
bracket. I picked all the wrong
cooking.
upsets. I had like 12 seeds or higher winning, and none of
Yeah.
them won. And then all the ones I didn't pick to win won.
Yeah.
I had St. Mary's in the finals. So, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I had BYU,
I had-
so I'm not doing any better than you on that.
Oh,
So,
that's tough. I had Vanderbilt in the Final Four, so
well,
that half court shot really did a number on me for a second.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Florida.
have one like real future bet or I have two future bets that are still alive. Iowa to make the Elite Eight. They got to win one more, and then
Mhm.
Michigan to win it all. That's
Okay.
it. I have my Elite Eight. It literally has three teams left in it: Iowa, Michigan, and Purdue. It's bad.
Yeah. It's yeah, I was hoping that our bracket was going to be like top 5 at least. No, I think we're sitting in 11th place right now, so
Yeah, it basically just got the worst of all four of us.
yeah, it did. It really did. I blame the
Yeah.
coin.
It was
I blame
the
the
coin.
It's the coin,
unfortunately,
for sure.
destroyed our
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah.
No joke.
So-
I feel like a lot of the ones that we missed came from the coin. Like we had.
That's what I'm
I think
saying.
so. I'm not gonna go back and
Different
confirm,
coin next year.
but
Yeah.
Jake, we can't let you get just dump trucked by the coin again next year.
Yeah.
We
I
must
know.
change it. We absolutely
It
must.
was definitely weighted. It was there
Oh,
was
for
something
sure.
going on.
For sure.
Yeah.
But Casey,
was
you got a real shot at winning the group.
Dude, I was in the basement the first day and a half, and then my second day, everything started going up green to me.
Yeah.
So
right now,
somehow
yeah.
I'm not the last anymore. So there's
Yeah.
that.
Florida
Friend
going
of
down
the show,
hurt.
Zach Nurse leading right now. I think.
Yeah,
You would.
Yeah. And then who's
He
up and away?
I think
No
that's
idea.
my buddy Ty.
That's your buddy. Okay.
Yeah, so I think that
Cooking
he's in
us.
I think he's in a few paid ones, and he said he's not doing as well, but the free one he's
Of
obviously.
course, that's how it
Yeah.
works.
So
That's why if you're doing paid ones, only do those. Do not
Yeah.
do free ones because then you know which one's going to be doing well.
exactly. So
Yeah.
but while we're all here, some betting. We'll obviously have some more Sweet 16 bets tonight because that'll be tipping off tomorrow. Opening day tomorrow. There's opening night right now where the Giants are just getting manhandled by the Yankees. But we'll definitely have some opening day bets, and we'll have some MLB futures at the end of the show. So stay tuned for that. Before we get into that, though, there is some other sporting events going on. So Dalton, if you want to go ahead and kick us off and go ahead and go through all your bets that aren't baseball or basketball related.
Sounds good. So I'm gonna try this NHL parlay one last time. See if it gets me closer to being back above breaking even. I got Panthers plus 1.5, Capitals plus 1.5, and Penguins plus 1.5. I'm sorry. Panthers are playing the Wild, Capitals are playing the Mammoth, and the Penguins are playing the Senators. If they all stay within a goal, that parlay pays out at plus 229.
Nice.
So that would get me close to breaking even.
I believe in it.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. But and then for NASCAR this week, we got the Cookout 400. We're at Martinsville.
Cookout.
We got some short track racing. I've never been to a cookout. They're nowhere near.
I think
us.
I think the last 2 times that Cookout's been mentioned on the show, we all just go yeah, I haven't been there. I
It's
haven't been there
amazing food, and
I
it's
know.
just, yeah.
Nice.
either. Yeah, I already know I'd get hammered.
If I ever end up in is it more of a South thing?
Yeah, it's a southern thing. Imagine just like some old uncle being on the grill, and then some old lady just whipped up all the sides, and you're just like, all right, I'm going to go to a grill out restaurant. That's what it is.
Nice.
That's
That sounds
good.
fun.
Nice.
So Martinsville historically has been kind of dominated by the Hendrick drivers. William Byron in the Hendrick Chevrolet number 24 already has 3 wins at this track. Much like the last guy to drive that car, Jeff Gordon, dominated this track for years and years and years. I think Gordon has more grandfather clocks than anybody. That's what you get if you win this race at Martinsville. You get a grandfather clock.
That's seems like more of a hassle than a trophy, but
Okay, what do I do with this now?
yeah.
There's just a few of them at Goodwill somewhere, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure
Gordon has
there is.
8 of them, I think, something like that.
Yeah, he doesn't need 8 of them.
What do you do?
Nobody
Like, just
needs
put it in your
grandfather
garage? Yeah.
Nobody
He just
needs
has room
one.
He just has a room in his house. Like, yeah, so this is the grandfather clock room. It's impossible
Yeah.
to be in at any time of the day.
Yeah.
We have one, and like finding a place for it was kind of a pain.
Yeah, I
Um,
simply would just not.
But
yeah.
anyways, yeah. And I got William Byron to win at plus 700. And I'm also taking Denny Hamlin to finish top 5 at minus 140. He's got several wins at this track. And then taking Tyler Reddick to finish top 10 at minus 140 because Tyler Reddick has just been on an all-time heater. I believe he is 4-2 this year in NASCAR, meaning he has won 4 races. He's not won 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not normal, right?
No,
I didn't think so.
no,
Yeah, I didn't
not in
think that
any
was
way,
normal.
shape, or form. It's unheard of.
That's pretty.
He has
awesome.
like 9 career wins, and 4 of them are this year.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's incredible. And then I also took those 3 picks and parlayed them together. So Byron to win, Hamlin top 5, Reddick top 10. If all 3 of those hit, that comes out to plus 2,251.
Ooh, nice.
And then I also took Chevrolet as the winning manufacturer at plus 150.
Nice.
And then the last thing I have is we got some golf. One of the last tournaments before the Masters.
Mhm.
We got the Texas Children's Hospital Houston Open
mouthful.
this week. Yeah. And I'm going to ride a high hand. This is one where this is a course that it's pretty open. You can just kind of mash the ball. And so I'm taking Chris Goddard to win at plus 2,050.
Of course.
And I love the value on it. He's one of the favorites this week. And then I've also got Shane Lowry to finish top 10 at plus 350 because this is a pretty forgiving course. So I think it plays in his favor pretty well. And then for my parlay, I've got some young guys to all finish top 20. I got Nikolai Højgaard, Harry Hall, and Pearson Cootie to all finish top 20. And that was at plus 1,600. I got a little bit of a profit boost on it too.
Nice.
But the actual value is plus 1,600.
That's good.
Yeah. And then I think that's all I got.
All right, cool. Jake, I know you said you had a few bets that weren't baseball and basketball. If you want to get through those.
Yeah, so just everything that's not baseball, basketball?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Let me go through. Okay, so I'll start with golf. I have one bet to win. I took Min Woo Lee to win at plus 1,300 this week. Just kind of a vibes pick. I kind of like watching him play, and this just feels like a tournament that he would win. It's not really all the big names in it. And at plus 1,300, it's still pretty good value, I think. And he's been playing pretty solid golf recently. So rolling with that. And then I have a 3-leg parlay for top 20 finishes. I have Chris Goddard also at plus 125. And then I took Brooks Koepka at plus 140 and Ricky Fowler at plus 150. Just because I like Ricky Fowler. I like his vibes. And then those are all my golf picks.
Goddard mentioned twice. We're living right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. It's always a good podcast when you get to hear that.
Yeah.
That name and Pearson Cootie.
Yep.
Always,
Pearson Cootie mentioned.
Always nice.
We're up. We're up right now.
I have one UFC bet. I took the money line on Israel Adesanya at minus 136 just because I like Izzy. And I feel like I haven't seen him fight for a while. So just throwing he's a favorite. It should be a close fight, but I think he'll win. And it's not too bad a value at minus 136. And I think
The only Israel.
Only
Sorry.
thing.
What? Oops. Oops. Oops.
And I think I only have F1 aside from
All right.
that. So let me grab those.
Speaking of, anyway, they rescheduled that yet, Jake?
No, so this one, so I was wrong. I forgot
Okay.
that they had a race in Japan first.
Okay.
But they just usually go on like 2-week breaks in between races because they travel across the whole world for some reason.
I guess that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. After this though is when they were supposed to have 2 races in the Middle East, so this will probably be the last one for a while. But they're in Japan this week.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have a few bets this week. I have George Russell to win at -185. This is probably something that I'm just going to start hammering every week because the Mercedes is still the fastest car, like by a large amount. And Russell is the best Mercedes driver. He's won 2 of the 3 races already. And the one he didn't win, he got second in. And that was won by the other Mercedes driver. So -185 here. He's pretty much the clear favorite. And it's still not terrible enough of value to not take. I think it's pretty much a lock. And then I took a couple specials. I took both McLaren cars to finish in the top 6. This is at +145, which if you remember last year, I was doing a double podium for McLaren's and it was at like -250. So for them to be in the top 6 at +145, it's been a bad start to the year for them, but I think that's really inflating the value. 2 of the 3 races, they haven't even started because their car just wasn't up to regulations. Like they're not yeah, it's been this. It's like a brand new car this year, and some teams like Mercedes are like excelling, and there are teams like McLaren that literally like are not getting like under the regulations. But if they both start, like the one race they did both start, they got I think 3rd and 4th. They're both still really good drivers, and they were dominant last year. So at +145 for both in the top 6, it just kind of feels like free money as long as they don't like disqualify themselves again.
Yeah.
But I just don't see that happening again. And then I also have a special with George Russell to win the race and Arvin Lindblad to finish in the points, which just means top 10 out of 20. I already have the Russell win bet. I think he's going to win. And then Arvin Lindblad is a rookie who's really done well through the first 3 races. All he has to do is finish in the top half, and that would hit it +350. So decent value there. And then the last bet I had was a podium finish for Lando Norris at +500 because he's had a bad start to the season. But if you're going to give me +500 odds on last year's world champion to finish in the top 3, I'll probably take that.
Yeah.
Those can't be parlayed, unfortunately, because they're all like different special kind of things. But those are just all the ones I had.
Nice. All right. So that and Shane, you don't have any other bets?
No, not that's specific to like everything else would be with baseball or basketball.
Gotcha. All right.
Also, Jake, every time you try to make F1 bets, I have on my phone ready to play the Max Verstappen song every time. And I'm always waiting for you to say his name.
I don't know if I'll be betting him for a little bit.
I know that's the problem. That's what I'm sad about.
Just have it ready.
I always have it ready.
In hell right now, and
he's
one of them. Like,
it's unfortunate.
It's been rough for some of these teams. Yeah, like literally the last 2 races, McLaren has literally not even raced. Like they haven't even.
So, but yeah, I just think it's funny. Literally every time I hear I hear you start talking about F1, I'm like, all right, I have it ready just in case.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, go ahead, Casey.
That's all right. Eventually, just be on the ready because he'll say it one time.
It'll happen again. Eventually.
It'll happen.
Yeah, let's try to sneak it in.
Yeah.
You do not have to do that. I just think it's funny that I'm always ready to throw it out there if I hear his name. But anyway,
all right. Let's go ahead and get into our Sweet 16 bets. Pretty chalky. Our Cinderella is a Big Ten team.
Yeah, bad vibes. Very much bad vibes.
So, but I do have 2 bets for tomorrow. I have a 3-pick parlay, just taking the points on these teams. I have Texas +7.5 against Purdue. Texas, every time I think they're about to just get slacked and taken out of the tournament, they've made it a game and end up winning. Yeah. So I'm going to take their points. St. John's +6.5, just going to keep riding that, see what happens. Duke is – who knows what Duke team's going to come out. And then, Yeah, and then I have Alabama plus 9.5 against Michigan. I'm just hoping Alabama can keep on scoring like I know they can. And hopefully this isn't an off night for them because Michigan will just put it on them. So all three of those together is at plus 613. And then I also picked the winner for each game over the next 2 days. So this is a pretty hefty one. So I went Purdue money line, Iowa money line, Arizona money line, Houston money line, St. John's money line, Michigan money line, UConn money line, and Tennessee money line. All 8 of those together is at plus 10,042.
Nice.
Wow.
So we'll see what happens. I put a $5 bet on it, pays off 500. We'll see what happens. So
Nice.
but I don't know. Those are just lottery tickets. So
Oh yeah, I got a couple lottery tickets. Don't you worry. They're
yeah,
coming. You'll see.
but that's all I have.
Gotcha. Mine's a little bland this week. I just have the only game I picked outright was the Iowa game. I took that at plus 110. I got it boosted a little bit too to help, but the main odds are plus 110. And then I forgot. I actually have 4 teams left in the Elite Eight.
Okay.
So I just bet all 4 of them to win this week and put it in a parlay. So I got Iowa State money line, Michigan money line, Iowa money line, and Purdue money line. And those 4 parlay to just plus 395, which is kind of lame.
I mean, that's unfortunately just what it is when you're picking those teams. Like,
Yeah,
it's pretty heavy favorites in there. So,
but like, it's basically just the Iowa game, and then like I get very little for like Iowa
anything
State,
else? Yeah.
Michigan, and Purdue, which is kind of lame because I don't think any of those 3 teams are locks to win this week, other than probably Michigan. I would hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on what, like I said, depends on what Alabama team comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
Man, I just realized, like, are there like any mid majors left?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
I think it's Purdue.
Yeah.
Purdue might as well be a mid major.
Yeah.
And not basketball. Yeah.
Holy shit, there are. I mean, UConn, I guess, is UConn technically a mid major since they're not really in a conference?
I don't know. What conference is St. John's in?
Oh yeah,
The
St.
Big
John's.
East, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
Yeah.
yeah.
I think them and
forget the Big
UConn
East
are both in the
exists.
Big East.
They are. I would say Big East isn't mid. That's a big conference. And
Yeah, I would agree.
Big's in the name.
Yeah.
It's just not a football conference.
It's the mid
No, it's
East.
not. Yeah, therefore it's mid major according to Dolly. No, that's funny.
God, you guys remember the Big East in football?
I do
Like when we
remember
were
the
kids.
Big East. Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, I would
West
just,
Now there's not
Virginia,
gonna be anything.
Pitt,
No, pretty
South
soon it's just
Florida.
gonna be big. That's gonna be it. Just big. I'm gonna call it the big conference because there's 16.
Yeah, now it's just the ACC.
yeah.
it's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Jake.
All right. I have an 8-game parlay. I just picked a bet from each game.
Nice.
I went Texas plus 7.5. I don't think they're going to beat Purdue, but I think they have shown enough to keep it within 7 points. I took Iowa money line against Nebraska at plus 108. I have Arkansas plus 7.5 against Arizona. This is another game I think like Arizona's going to win this, but it's a plus 100, and I just think Arkansas will keep it closer than 7 points. Oops, I lost my thing. Oh, I have St. John's money line at plus 225 against Duke. I don't know about Duke. Like they've won both their games, but it's just been kind of like they flirted with that 16 seed for a long time.
Yeah.
And St. John's just kind of has a vibe about him that I like. I think at plus 225, it's decent value. I have Alabama plus 9.5 against Michigan. I think Michigan will win this one also, but I think it'll be closer than that. I have UConn minus 1.5 against Michigan State. And then I have Iowa State minus 3.5 against Tennessee. So those 8 legs come out to plus 46,514.
Hell yeah.
So $5 would pay 2,325. So well, something light.
Still my Thunder, man. That's healthy. Yeah, I thought I was gonna have the big parlay. Never mind, I guess. Damn. I also have an 8-leg parlay. My picture's a little bit different. I guess more conservative according to the odds based on Dixon. I got Purdue minus 7.5. I actually kind of think Texas. This is where they get rolled a little bit. Frankly, like I don't think it's gonna be anything like crazy, like 30 points or crazy. But I think Purdue will win pretty comfortably. I wanted to pick Iowa outright, but I did plus 1.5 because I'm a coward. Frankly, I'm just gonna tell you that straight up at minus 110. Arkansas plus 7.5. I'm with you guys on that minus 102. Houston minus 2.5. I think they'll take care of business against Illinois. Minus 120. St. John's, I have also the money line. I think that means Duke is definitely going to win, unfortunately, because I think we're all in that pretty much who bet that game. Michigan minus 9.5. I actually think Alabama's just going to get kind of rolled here, frankly.
Yeah.
Like I just kind of feel like they might be out of gas at this point. Michigan State plus 106. I think they'll take care of UConn. Actually, I don't really know what to do with UConn, man. I don't really think they're quite as good as people think. And then Iowa State minus 3.5. They should beat Tennessee. No offense, Casey. I'm pretty sure you picked Tennessee to win that one. But I have all those together at plus 31,610. And as Jake mentioned, not quite as much as his would be, but $5 bet wins you just under $1,600. So.
Nice. All right, that's Sweet 16. I'm pretty sure we'll be Final Four or so by the time next episode rolls around.
I think so.
Yeah, something like that. Also, just before we get into some opening day bets, Aaron Judge has struck out for the 4th time tonight.
Sombrero.
Yeah. 2 looking, 2 swinging.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know what? It makes me feel better about one of my picks we're going to talk about here in a little bit. So.
Yeah. So. Yeah, we're going to do the future second, but we're going to go ahead and get into some bets for tomorrow, opening day. I realize I have 4 bets for opening day tomorrow.
Nice.
But I'll go with my run lines, money line play first. I have Reds plus 1.5 against the Red Sox. Pirates money line because Skeens is going, so have to do that. And then I have Dodgers minus 1.5. That one's just explanatory. Doesn't matter who they're playing, but they're playing the Diamondbacks. So those 3 together plus 534. I have 2 guys hitting a home run tomorrow. I have the Cruz brothers, O'Neal Cruz and Ellie De La Cruz, both early games tomorrow. So hopefully have some more money to bet for Sweet 16 that night. Those 2 together is crazy, plus 2,887. I think that's amazing odds for both those guys. So take that.
O'Neal Cruz, the problem with O'Neal Cruz is that when he hits a baseball, it goes real far.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't really always be hitting the baseball. So
that's what I'm just hoping the Pirates are a little bit different this year and they're going to get Skeens some run support.
You and me both, because we'll talk about it, but you and me both.
Yeah, so and then I'm hoping for him. But then I have a hits parlay and then a pitching parlay, strikeout parlay. So my hits parlay, 5 guys to get a hit tomorrow. Bryce Terang, Pete Crow Armstrong just signed that big contract, so hopefully he's feeling it. Yeah. Pete Alonso and his new threads. 2
Petes.
Matt McLean for the Reds, one of the best hitters in spring training. I know it's spring training, but hopefully he can bring that over to tomorrow. And then Kyle Schwarber for the Phillies. All 5 of those guys together at plus 686. And then my last bet here, this one, betting on pitching on opening day is probably one of the stupidest things you can do, in my opinion, just because it's always batter friendly at the beginning of the season as these pitchers try to figure out what they're gonna be working with this year and what works, what doesn't work. But I have Paul Skeens at 6+ strikeouts. So these are all alternate lines. I have Tariq Skubal at 6+ strikeouts. I have Yamamoto at 5+ strikeouts, and then Hunter Brown at 6+ strikeouts. All 4 of those guys together is at plus 241.
That
So
feels lighter than I thought.
Well, they're all alternate lines.
I know, but just still, that's
Yeah.
still like on opening day. I don't know.
Yeah, I just had to throw something out there and see what happens. But yeah, it does seem a little light.
Gotcha.
But those are all my opening day plays for tomorrow.
All right. Dalton, what you got for
All
opening
right.
day?
Are we just doing opening day stuff? Or
Yep,
we doing?
just
For now, yeah.
just
For
opening
now.
day, and then we'll do the futures
I don't
next
have any
round.
opening day bets.
Okay, all right.
Oh no!
It's all right.
No.
It's all right.
Nothing to look out for. No,
Jake, you got any opening day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have a 4-leg parlay for opening day.
Mm.
I took the Pirates minus 1.5 against the Mets at plus 180 because it's Skeens and it's a plus 180. I actually am pretty high on the Pirates this year. I almost took them to win the division for one of my futures. I didn't do it, but I almost did. I got the Orioles minus 1.5 against the Twins. That's a plus 158. I have the Rays minus 1.5 against the Cardinals. That's a plus 146. And then I have the Mariners at minus 1.5 against the Guardians at plus 120. Pretty much just 4 favorites that had pretty good odds. But those 4 come out to plus 3,809.
Ooh,
Nice.
All right. Well, you know what I had to do. You guys know what I did. You know. 14-leg opening day parlay.
Yeah.
Let's
Nice.
go. Let's
Nice.
do it. I wasn't gonna add tonight's game mostly because I forgot it was happening because it's on Netflix, so I don't care. But it's close. We got almost every team in here. So let's run down the line. Pirates minus 1.5 plus 180. Brewers minus 1.5 plus 114 over the lowly, probably still lowly, White Sox. Cubs minus 1.5 over the Nationals. Twins plus 1.5 at Baltimore. I actually kind of think that the Twins on opening day, at least with Ryan out there, might put up a solid fight, but that team is also probably going to be ass this year. Red Sox minus 1.5 at Cincy. Sorry, Casey. Astros minus 1.5 against the Angels because it's the Angels. Tigers minus 1.5 at the Padres. I think that Scooble on the mound, tough to pick against him. Phillies minus 1.5 against Rangers. Cardinals actually plus 1.5 against the Rays. I think that they might put up some fight early in the season before inevitably realizing they're not good, as Dalton talked about already. Dodgers minus 1.5, of course. Mariners minus 1.5 against the Guardians. Blue Jays minus 1.5 against the Athletics. Marlins minus 1.5 against the very lowly outside of their stadium, which is very high, unfortunately for them, Colorado Rockies. And finally, the Royals plus 1.5 at the Braves. All together, $5 pays out 126,546 big ones, and the odds are plus 2,430,823.
Good luck to you.
And listen, if it hits, you will unfortunately still be seeing me because it's not actually at the end of the day that much money. It's not that much. Like I might buy a house eventually.
Yeah.
Woo. So you will see me again if it hits.
Yes.
But yeah. Anyway.
That'd be awesome. Definitely just monitor it and you might get a cash out.
It.
You might get a cash out.
I definitely need to monitor it because if we get even close, you better believe I'm cashing out that pitch.
If you get like halfway through the ticket and you're green, yeah.
Because FanDuel's going to start sweating real hard after games. They're going to be like, please.
Yeah. Please take this.
Please take this money. Please take our money real quick.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. MLB futures. Here we go. Better late than never.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 4 futures so far. I'll probably be adding more throughout the season as guys start to come out and we see what's going on. But the first one I'm going to start with is 4 teams to make the playoffs. 2 National, 2 American League. I have the Cubs and Reds, both from the NL Central, making.
Wow.
Typical. And then I have the Yankees and Blue Jays. from the American League. The
Okay.
only reason I took this one is because I could. Well, the Reds one, that
Yeah.
one's a little bit of a homer
Yeah.
pick, but we'll see what happens.
It's okay.
All
I got
four
a
of
real
those,
homer pick in mind, so
yeah,
just let
and
it
then
fly.
all those at plus 705. So nothing crazy, but I'm just gonna see what happens throughout the year. That one could just be a fun one where, like, hey, at the end of the year, it's like, oh, here's some extra money to play with. So that's why I took that one. I have two guys to hit 30 home runs this year. I have Roman Anthony out of the Red Sox. I
Ooh.
think
Okay.
that one could. We'll see what happens. I think watching him in the World Baseball Classic, that might have got me a little influence in this one. But Roman Anthony and Ellie De La Cruz both to hit 30 home runs this year.
Okay. Well, all right.
Hey, you never know. That one's also plus 700. I picked the AL and NL Cy Young Award winner. Just went with the favorites for both because I think
Kind of have to. Until
I went
otherwise.
Yeah, Skeens and Scooble on this one plus 1295. And my last future, I took the NL Rookie of the Year, Sal Stewart out of the Cincinnati Reds.
This is the homer parlay.
This is the homer futures. But just let me tell you,
I'm actually not even saying anything because we'll get there. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm putting y'all on game. Just put a little bit of scratch on Sal Stewart, National League Rookie of the Year plus 900. That's all I'm saying. I know Shane's probably got some guys he can also do that for. So
we'll see.
Yeah, but those are the futures I have as of now.
Okay. All right. What you got?
I like it. So I think I've caught on to Casey's sickness a little bit this year.
That's
I
not
did
good.
some division winner futures, and then I also have a division winner parlay and some World Series stuff. Okay. But I did take a couple just outright division winner bets. I took the Reds to win the NL Central at plus 550. I mean, the Cardinals aren't winning it. I mean, they're not really even trying this year.
True.
And the Reds, I just think, can go on a run. I just don't trust the Brewers to do that thing where they reload and make it work again. And I don't know. The Cubs, And then I'm also, this is just more of a fun one, just because I can't.
Didn't even mention.
I was just about to say that in the back of my head. That was you ran through everyone in the division except the Pirates. You were just like, fuck the Pirates, basically.
Well, I mean, the only reason I meant to be very clear, the Cardinals are in the same tier in this division as the Pirates. The only reason I mentioned the Cardinals is because that would have been my homer pick that I usually make.
It's just funny. It's just like, wait a minute.
I get it.
I'm not going to mention the Pirates.
Subconsciously.
I mean, the Pirates exist.
They do. They sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't.
But anyway. And my other division pick, I've been going to this well a couple of years, and it's gotten close. But I'm taking the Padres at plus 900 to win the NL West.
I think you kind of like if you want to have any amount of fun, you betting anything with the West, you have to do that.
Exactly.
Like, you kind of just have to be like, all right, someone else do it, please.
Yeah.
And so then I did throw $1 on a 6-leg parlay for all the division winners. I've got the Mets to win the East. The Reds to win the Central, of course, and then the Padres to win the West in the NL. And in the AL, I got the Blue Jays winning the East simply because fuck the Yankees.
All right.
And I got the Royals to win the AL Central.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's just a fun pick. I feel
like. I did. Hell yeah.
And then the Mariners to win the AL West because this might actually be the year for them.
I fear Dalton and I might be cooking on the same stovetop here today. Let's go.
Be very clear. This is mostly vibes. Very little research went into this.
That's fair.
Love it.
Nice.
So those 3 picks, the value comes out, or those 6 picks come out to plus 354,800. So $1 bet pays out at $3,500.
Hell yeah.
And then I do have a World Series matchup parlay. I've got Dodgers and Mariners in the World Series. So, like, even though I don't have the Dodgers winning the division, they're still going to be in the playoffs. They're still going to make the World Series. It's no fun, I know, but I think it'll be them and the Mariners. And then, plus it kind of hedges against my Padres bet. So, like, if the Dodgers do fall apart this year, hopefully it means the Padres win the division. Padres don't win the division, that means that hopefully the Dodgers are going on a run. I'm sure it'll be some shitty in between of that, though. But and then finally, my World Series winner is the Mariners at plus 1,200.
Dude, yeah, you'll see when we get to me. It's going to be pretty funny. But anyway, yeah. Anything else? So
that's it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You and I must have been making our bets at the same time or something.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be really funny when we get to me. Go ahead, Jake.
Okay, I have 16 total bets.
Hell yeah! This is what we're talking about. Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm just gonna burn through them. So I didn't want to do this, but I took the Dodgers the World Series at plus 220 just because I'm not gonna bet this on another team.
That's fair.
Yeah. I just feel like Destiny is gonna make it.
They're gonna three-peat, and then the league.
I'd love to be
gonna take their ball and go home for.
And there's
like
gonna be
6
half
months.
the season next year.
Exactly.
Yeah, gotta love that. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll through FanDuel. These bets are like.
I'm sure they're all
everywhere.
Yeah.
I took the Blue Jays to win the American League at plus 750. I'm not that much a believer in most of like the AL contenders. Like the Mariners, Red Sox, and Yankees were better favorites than them here. None of those teams move me that much. I think the Blue Jays can get there.
Yeah.
No, if they're not the favorite, but at 750, I'll roll with it. Then I have the Dodgers at plus 115 to win the National League. Then, oh shoot, I just exited out of it.
Of course, FanDuel just people up, man.
It makes it so frustrating. For the Cy Young Awards, I also went each plus 40. I wanted to be a little more brave there, but I don't know. It just feels
like if those guys make 30 starts, they're probably just going to win the award.
MVP awards, I took Bobby Witt at plus 450 in the AL. And then I went with Ohtani at minus 140 in the NL. I had regular season home run leader. I went with Kyle Schwarber at plus 390 because I think that would be more fun than Ohtani or Aaron Judge. Like I like the Schwarber bombs.
Yes.
And that's something you can if he tracks like he has been, then that's gonna be something you can watch all year. Like that'll be a fun thing to track. Like it's
yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
I have a couple of playoffs bets. I took the Padres to make the playoffs at plus 106. I think plus value here is solid. I don't think they're a real contender, but I could see them getting in as one of the wildcard teams. Yeah. And then I went with the Pirates at plus 198. I was looking at the Pirates roster. In all honesty, it doesn't look that great, but I don't know why. I just have like a vibe about this team. Like I could see them just if the NL is weak this year, I could see them kind of grabbing like a 6 seed or something. And plus 198 is decent value, but there is some talent on that team. And then I took the Nationals to miss the playoffs at minus 10,000 because if you saw free money on the ground, you'd pick it up.
But how much free money is it?
That's so mean.
I'm not putting it in any parlay because the odds are ridiculous. But,
so mean to do.
I guarantee you the Nationals are not going to make the playoffs. What's even crazier is the Rockies for the Rockies to miss the playoffs on FanDuel. It's minus 100,000.
Oh my god!
The Rockies aren't a real franchise.
I almost was going to do that, and I was like, no, I cannot bet minus.
They're a AAA
That's
team.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
How much do you have to put on it to make any money?
Enough that it's not worth doing.
Probably 100,000.
Then it's gonna be like July, and they're gonna be like.
Then there's gonna be Rocktober baseball, baby. That's what happen. If you actually bet on it. If you bet on it, that's what's happening. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna somehow end the rebuild. And then I just have a division winners parlay. I went with the Yankees to win the AL East. I didn't want to do that either, but at plus 175, I don't think the Blue Jays will win the division. I think they're going to have like another playoff run. So I did take them to win the pennant, but I think that the Yankees, it's kind of a regular season team, I guess. But at plus 175 there. I went with the Royals to win the Central at plus 190. I was kind of high on the Royals last year, and they were disappointing. So I don't think that's going to happen this year. Like I think they're going to bounce back, but who knows? That Tigers team could be good again. This is a bad financial investment, but I'm taking it because I feel really pessimistic about the rest of the division. I took the A's to win the AL West.
Ooh, hell yeah!
Hell yeah! Dude.
There's no team in this division that I feel really strongly about. Like the Mariners went on a run last year, but that was like the last month of the season. For most of the season, they really weren't. They were kind of hovering around 500 for a while of the year. The Astros are old and they've lost a lot of players. Rangers and Angels, I don't think are contending. If the A's can get like the lineup is there, they have probably I think one of the better lineups in the AL. If they can just get like consistent pitching, which they're going to have their top two prospects up this year in the rotation. So I'm just saying I could see this team winning 92 games or 90 games. They probably won't. They'll probably be closer to 500, but I could see them sneaking this one out because this division I think could be the weakest in the league. So I think an A's team with a lot of young talent at plus 1,400. Just going to take a stab at it. Parlay kind of relies on it, so it's a little risky, but I don't know. I'm just going to roll with it. I took the Mets at plus 130 to win the NL East. Brewers at plus 230 to win the NL Central. And then, unfortunately, the Dodgers at minus 650 to win the NL West. But those six legs come out to plus 33,522.
Nice.
Mostly because of the 1,400 A's odds. But
yeah.
So we'll see. If the A's have a bad year, this division or this parlay is cooked. But I'm going to have hope.
All right.
All right, Shane, what do you got?
Oh, boy. Well, let's get into it. So, first of all, I'll kind of backtrack a little bit from, we'll start with World Series stuff and kind of make our way backwards. I have the Seattle Mariners to win the World Series. I'm with Dalton on this one. I like the Mariners a lot. I specifically, and this is pretty obvious with them, it's kind of been their whole thing, is their pitching. Like, if those guys are healthy, I mean, it's kind of unfair. Like, you could honestly make a solid argument for, three of them to be top 10 in AL, Cy Young voting at any given time during the season, and that's just kind of tough. I think that Julio Rodriguez finally took a step forward for the first time in his career, which is crazy to say because he's been a multi-time All-Star, but, actually got better for the first time, and, statistically at least, last year. Obviously, Kyle Raleigh plays for this team, and he's awesome, and hopefully can do that again. I like Josh Naylor a lot. Brendan Donovan, I think, is an interesting pickup. I think that this team could hit plenty well enough with the pitching they have to just kind of beat teams down, especially in the regular season. Then you get to the postseason, having that level of starting pitching in the postseason, if your lineup is hitting relatively well, just feels like a recipe to go on a run. And I think if a team's going to beat the Dodgers, you have to have that pitching because you have to be able to limit that lineup somewhat to give yourself a chance. And the Mariners are one of those teams that I think can do that. I do have the Dodgers and Mariners meeting in the World Series, which ironically is the same odds as the Mariners winning the World Series. Both are plus 1,100, which I think is kind of funny. But I have that matchup because I still think the Dodgers will come out of the NL. I have a division winner parlay, like the rest of you did. I have the Blue Jays winning the AL East. I'm not doing the Yankees, man. I get Jake, they are a regular season team. I just don't want to do it, frankly.
I support that. That.
No fun.
That's not fun. Yeah. Royals, again, winning. I think they're going to win the Central. Mariners will win the West. I do like the A's a lot, Jake. I will not lie. That lineup, the talent on that lineup, or in that lineup, is hilariously good if everyone actually lives up to what I think. People are going to forget Tyler Soderstrom at some points because of how good the lineup is. And he's real damn good, too.
The problem is their rotation is just like Severino, and then
That's what I'm saying. That's the
bunch of,
problem, and
like,
you just don't know what
AAA
you're
guys.
getting from the rest of those guys. But like, if they can
Yeah.
pitch at all,
The
they're gonna
lineup,
be
the
able-
lineup, I think actually could be like top 5 in the MLB, which sounds like a lot, but like
I mean, if Nick Kurtz looks
there's
even
a
like
lot of
95, like
top-
90%
Yeah.
of what he looked like last
Yeah.
year, that team is gonna rake.
Hey,
Frankly.
Shane, can you say that a little faster?
Nope. I already know. I was gonna make a joke about it earlier. I decided. Not to,
I
but
don't
thank you,
even
Dalton.
like. I'm scared to say his name at all. Like on this.
Yeah.
I did it and I said it right, so I don't want to hear it. Anyway, Phillies, I have winning the East. I think that they're just consistently trying to go for it. I think they're going to continue to be one of those teams that makes it far, but just can't quite get there, unfortunately. It's kind of their MO at this point. And then guess what? I'm doing it. Give me Pirates NL Central winner. I don't care. And I'm telling you why. It's not even because I think that they're that great. This is the vision, all right? They're going to win like 88 games. And the rest of the division is going to win, obviously, 87 games or less. That's how that works. But they're going to be able to say, going into next year, even though they only spent like $40 million more on this team than they did last year's team, it's an excuse. They're going to have the excuse to just keep things the same. So it's actually not good for the Pirates fans. They're going to manage to do the one thing that would make them definitely stay in place and not spend any more money, because they're going to say, oh, well, I mean, we made the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
Like, sure, we got dump truck the first time we were in a series, and outside of Skeens, like, no one could really do anything. But we made the playoffs. Like, this team is good. We don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But maybe they actually spend money then if they get that far, or at the very least they don't trade Skeens.
Maybe, but yeah, they're going to definitely take the opportunity to say, oh, well, I mean, this team was good as it is. We don't need to do anything. Actually, we're good. Because that's their excuse. Then they'll have their ability to do it. So I'm betting on this, not because I think they're doing the right thing, but because they're going to find a way to mess it up. Still, that's what I'm actually betting on here. But anyway, then I have the Dodgers because whatever. So that was because I have the Dodgers in it pretty much. Even though I put the Pirates in there, it's still only plus 27,504 because it's not that great of an odds overall since I have the Dodgers in there. But we move on. So I have the MVPs. I'm right lockstep with Dalton. Bobby, I think you have Bobby Wood Jr., right? Where's that Jake?
That was Jake.
Adam.
Jake. I'm with you on that. I think he's the third best player in baseball. He just needs to have a year where the other two, where Judge doesn't have the MVP every year, which I'm hoping is this year because I'm tired of it. Not that he's not great in the regular season, but like let someone else do it at this point, man. Like should have been Rowley last year, frankly, in my opinion, or whatever. And then of course I have Ohtani because as long as he like wakes up every morning, he's the MVP of the NL until proven otherwise.
Yeah,
it's kind of what it is. Those two parlayed together at plus 842. And then we got the Cy Young and Rookie of the Year winners. I did parlay these four together, actually, because I thought it'd be fun to do it that way. So I have Skubal and Skeens because, again, and if those two also wake up most of the starts that they have, and they're probably going to win it. Especially Skubal being in a contract year and, potentially moving on and getting a huge contract. Skeens, obviously, Skeens. Then I have for the Rookie of the Year in the AL, Carter Jensen. Royals catcher / DH / whatever. He looked real damn good at the end of last year. I think he's going to play a lot this year. I think he's going to be one of the reasons they win their division because they're going to get some more hitting off of him. And then speaking of the Reds earlier, Casey, I also have Sal Stewart to win NL Rookie of the Year. So that's why when you said that, I'm like, oh, well, I actually can't say anything on that one because I also picked him. And he's at plus 700. So those four together is at plus 64,636.
Nice.
All right. And my last two here that I have Manager of the Year for both NL and AL. Of course, he had to go with Don Kelly. If the Pirates make the playoffs, he's going to get Manager of the Year.
Yeah.
Because it's taking the Pirates to the playoffs. That's what happens when you do that. And then similarly, I have the Royals manager, Matt Quatraro, to win. And those are plus 750 plus 950. So together they're plus 8825. And lastly, because I had to do it because it's me, all 12 picks for the playoffs. Go. This is my playoff 12 teams. Dodgers, of course, Mariners, Yankees, Phillies, Pirates, Blue Jays, Tigers, Royals, Orioles. I think they might bounce back this year.
Yeah.
Brewers, they always do it. they're going to find a way to make it in with like 86 wins or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Diamondbacks, who I'm a little bit higher on than I think some people, and the Mets begrudgingly, even though I kind of think it'd be funny if they missed the playoffs. All those together plus 48,565.
Nice. I like that.
And that'll do it.
Yeah. I think the Pirates can have a similar year to the Reds last year where they just snuck in at the very end. Like their young talent just kind of propelled them, and then they got in there and the Dodgers handled them.
Yeah, and they quickly found out that we ain't that guy.
Yeah.
We ain't those guys. Like, we're not it, unfortunately.
Yeah. But, yeah, so that's MLB futures. Obviously, we'll be throwing in some more as the year goes on. But do you guys have any other bets for tonight or anything coming up this week? All right.
Are we going to be bringing back the home run parlay at some point?
You know what? Yeah, we can do one. We'll do one tomorrow.
Okay.
Screw it. Yeah, so we'll think of something after the show, and then we'll tweet it out. Man, that'd be awesome. So,
yeah.
All right, that'll do it for tonight. Are you guys doing draft show coming up? Anything?
Tuesday. Next Tuesday will be
Tuesday. Okay.
We'll be doing the corner/slot defenders show.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So tune into that. We'll tweet that out. We'll tweet out the home run parlay. We do appreciate you guys watching tonight. Next week we'll have some Final Four bets. MLB will be starting the thick of the season. So we'll definitely be. Oh yeah, one last bet: Tyler O'Neill to hit a home run. Dude has hit it like in the 5 past opening days.
Of course,
Cardinals legend Tyler O'Neill.
Yeah,
I'll bet that. I'll trail that.
Is he playing for the Orioles still?
Yeah, I believe so.
Is he in the lineup opening day?
He better be
because I just don't know. I just thought I can actually probably find out.
Find out real quick, everyone. Just real quick. Dun, dun, dun. No, I don't care about NBA right now.
Yes, he's the right fielder, projected right fielder.
All right, so he's at plus 297 right now.
Okay, so
hammering it.
Yeah, you got to hammer that till it doesn't hit.
Yep, exactly. So take that. We'll have our home run parlay tomorrow. Again, we appreciate you guys watching tonight, and peace.